Welcome YouTubers, and welcome to a short 20-minute practice. This is an all-round practice to slow and move you and help you just feel generally good all round, hips, shoulders, arms, legs. It's got all going on today. So don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, okay? Take a comfortable seat. So I'm going to start kneeling. If you would like to start cross-legged, that would be fine. So we're going to try and feel how as we create a beautiful foundation and a steadiness in our practice, that will open up to us just feeling better and being able to get a bigger range of motion out of our bodies, and therefore just feeling better on the inside too. Isn't that what yoga's all about? All right, so bring your hands to your thighs, my lovelies, and take your shoulders back. Settle in. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. In my classes this week, we've been talking about Nandi, the bull. So, you know, breathe as if you're breathing in through your nostrils. And Nandi has these opposing characteristics. He is steady and strong. He's bull-like and wide. But you know, who doesn't like cows? When you lean up against and see a field of cows, they're soft eyes, they're gentle. They're actually really gentle. So let's emulate that, the big, full, wide breath. And exhale softly and kindly and gently to yourself. Take another deep inhale as you center. A long exhale. We'll be starting with the Anusara Invocation. Bring your hands to your heart center. We'll start with one arm and one round of the invocation. So, okay, take a deep breath in. Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave. Satchidananda Murtaye. Nishprapanchaya Shantaya. Niralambaya Tejase. Om. Take a lovely full breath in. I don't know whether you could hear that here, but in the acoustics here, that felt awesome. It was echoing all around the room. It felt lovely. Open your eyes. Inhale, come up on your knees. And if you've got a cushion there, pop that to the side, okay? Inhale, reach up, stretch up, and then sit back briefly on your heels. Again, remind yourself of that grounding energy, that strength, and then lift up into your knees and feel that opposing reach and stretch. Spread your fingers, claw the air, and get really long from the side body to your armpit. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Exhale, sit back down again. One more time. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Now I'm going to try and mirror you this morning, okay? So stretch your right leg to the side and see how my foot is flat. Press it down, root down into it. Even bend it a moment to get that rooting. Straighten it up and then inhale. Give yourself a cough. So your pelvic floor will lift. You'll feel more steady. Then reach up. I want you to imagine I've given you a massive beach ball here. A massive, massive beach ball, and you've got to reach up and over it. So in other words, don't crunch this side. Reach up and over that beach ball. Bring your fingertips down. Reach up and then bend this top arm. Let's give ourselves some shoulder love. So give yourself 8 circles in the shoulder. That's because figure 8, when you bring it on its side, is infinity. So find that freedom in your shoulder. I've lost count, but I'll do one more circle and then reach your arm up. See, my palm is facing you at the moment. Now I turn it over my head and reach up and over. Really lift your hips up, get lovely and long in this side body. There's your fullness. And now re-reach your top arm up. Pick up your top leg if you can. Now it could be down about here, it could be here, or see if you can bring it level with your hip. A little bit more of a challenge there. Hello glutes, hello your lovely bottom. And then let's see if you want to add on more pulse with me. So lift it up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, lift, lift. And then bring it down. Slide that leg in. Take another inhale. Reach up. This time bend your elbows to the side. And imagine I've come along with 2 tennis balls and pop them in your armpits. So plug these armpits back. Yeah? See the difference? I unplug and then plug. Super. And then give your shoulders some love again. Round they go. This time then reach around behind your back, interlink your fingers. I'll turn so you can see me. You don't have to turn, and see if you can lift your hands away from your bottom. Okay, lift your throat, take your throat back, open up across your chest and heart. One more breath, lift it a tiny bit higher. Really well done. And then unleash your hands, take a seat again. So this is the dance of life, isn't it? In and out. So we take that pause, feel that steadiness again, and let's go the other side. Inhale, come on up. Extend your left leg to the side. Spread the toes. I hope you can see my toes as I spread them wide, root them down. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Remember that beach ball? I want you to imagine there's a beach ball there. So reach up and over. I'm trying to avoid you crunching into this side, okay? So come with me, up and over that beach ball. And if you can even tiptoe your fingers a little bit further away. Push your back leg down, reach your top arm up, bend it, 8 circles. Oops, my earpod's just fallen out. So 8 circles, keep going while I readjust. I think I have funny ears. Circle it, circle it, circle it. Reach that top arm back up again. See how my palm is facing you. Now I turn it over my face and up and over. That wraps my tricep. It'll make your shoulder feel yummier. Push this hand, the bottom hand, down and away from you. And stretch and lift your hips up. Hips up, hips up. Yummy. And then reach your top hand up. Either leave the leg down or pick it up a centimetre. Maybe a little bit more, or maybe level with the hip. Then imagine there's something on that outer heel and lift it up another centimetre. And let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you feel your bum? 4, 3, 2. Hold it up there. You've got this. Keep going. And then bring that leg down. Awesome, guys. Bring the knees back together. Inhale, big, wide, full breath. And then it comes back down again. Bring your hands back to your lap, back to your thighs. Settle in. So we want to be steady and slow and clear today. I'm going to move it a little bit more now. All right. So spin your way around. Come on to all fours. This is a lovely place to cat-cow your spine. And remember the foundation of your hand, guys. Okay, so spread your hands. So spread your hands like this. So press this knuckle of your hand down. Spread the hands. All right, so keep that on the mat. And then everyone lift your knees up. So tuck your toes and lift your knees up off the mat, just 1 inch. Can you feel your tummy kick in? Okay, and then bring it down. And notice as you bring your knees down, probably your tummy just went, oh, and relaxed. All right, so press into the hands, lift your knees, and feel the tummy kick in. Now keep that tummy, so don't let the tummy relax as you lift your booty up and back. It's a great idea to keep your knees bent here, and then walk the legs out a couple of times. Okay, so sway your bum, don't be shy, move and shift it a little bit. And then look up between your hands. You might take lots of little steps, or you might take one big step to the top. Feet in a hip distance apart. Hands to your hips, shoulders on your back. And then inhale, come on up, reach and stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Well done. Reach around for one of your blocks now. And if you don't have a block, use a book or anything hard. You could even use your handbag or something like that. Put your block between your feet like I'm doing here. Okay, and you're going to take your toes, the edges of your toes and the edges of your feet against it. Now, don't squeeze so hard that the little toe edge lifts. I just want you to feel the inner edge of your feet against that block. And then don't be shy. Squeeze in on it. It's as if you could make your block suddenly go from, 10 centimeters to 2. That's how much energy you want to put into it. So squeeze to a midline, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And you'll feel that ripple up. Hopefully you'll feel it in your shins, and you may even feel it right up here in your groin. So squeeze in. Muscles, toe the bone. Give a little bend to your legs, so stick your bottom back. You know I call this public toilet pose, right? So it's as if you're taking your bottom back and down, not your hips forward. You won't feel it in the groin if you do that. So take your bottom back and down. Squeeze that block and feel right up to your inner groins working. Okay, if you're taking it gentle today, then you can leave your hands on the knees. Keep squeezing, keep testing, or take them back behind you. Or maybe even reach up and over your head. Smile. And then keep that squeeze as you come on up to standing. Now, we're going to move the block, but I still want you to remember the block. Okay, so remember it. And then pick it out of your feet. Keep that squeezing. This should stay toned. And now bring it to the top of your head. So from your palate, press up. So you've got that cinching in and a length and a shining out to you. You're steady and open. Strong yet soft. All right, so launch the crown of your head up and feel the length of you. Show off, take your shoulders back, say, this is me. Get tall, get tall, get tall. And I want you to remember as if the block was between your feet and as if it was on your head. Call this your block hat. All right, well done. And then take your block hat off, but remember it, and step to the top of your mat again. Okay, so remember the block between your feet, hug in, inner thighs work, draw into the length of you. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, hinge at the hips and bow forwards. Inhale, extend your spine halfway, so slide your knees to your kneecap. And again, watch me, I'm not putting the weight in my heels. I'm going to shift that into my toes more. Exhale, place your fingertips on the mat. Step your left leg back, big generous step. Bring the back knee down. Bring your hands to your hips. Now, although our legs are separated, I want you to remember that block. So look, I'm going to put one there. Squeeze this foot as if it was squeezing against the midline. And this back foot, so the back foot stays strong. Everything stays supportive. Bring your hands to your hips. Give yourself a cough. And feel that lift. Or laugh. Ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha. That'll lift and tone your tummy. I do feel silly doing this all on my own, in a room all on my own, laughing to myself. But draw in. And then from that, then reach up and stretch up. Then you can lunge in a bit deeper, but keep this hug to the midline. And imagine you've got your block hat on again. Reach and reach and reach. Now, if you can, you could keep the back knee down, but see now if you can power up your back leg. Come to crescent. Still cinching to a midline, and then rising up, still with your block hat on. Okay, now from here, sweep your arms forward and down, bring your fingertips to the floor. Now we're in a runner's lunge. So from your pelvis, push out this back leg, and from your pelvis, reach and stretch the crown of your head forward. So this line of energy from heel to crown of head. Now, if you want to, you could also bring blocks underneath your hands, and then start to squeeze your right leg straight or straighter. It doesn't have to go completely straight. Okay. Lovely. Step your back foot in a little bit. And see if you can root that heel down. Again, inhale, look up, get lighter, lighter, lighter on your fingertips, and then maybe reach around behind your back, interlink your hands. You don't have to do this last bit as you give yourself a back bend back, so you get length in your spine, strength in your legs. Okay. One more breath, yogis. And then peel your hands down either to the blocks or the mat. Super, and then step your left foot forward. Hands to your hips. Wrap the elbows back. And then inhale. Come on up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Give yourself a pause. Release your hands. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Let's do the second side, okay? Inhale, reach up and pretend you're squeezing on the block, inner thighs, and you've got your block hat on. Reach up. Super, hinge at your hips, exhale, and bow forwards. Inhale, extend your spine. This time it's the right leg that goes back. Step it all the way back. And bring the knee down. Can you see here how I've got this nice big gap? So really do that. And then the inner front foot squeezes to a midline against a pretend block. And my back knee and my back foot do the same. And then I come up. I'm hugging the midline, cough, or laugh. That's your foundation. And then lift and rise out of it. Spread your fingers. Lift the sides of your mouth. It's Friday, you made it to class, you're awesome. And then maybe lunge a little bit deeper into that leg. Okay, and if you want to come with me, you can. Otherwise, stay here and you're still just as fabulous. Tuck your toes, fire it up to a full crescent lunge. Now, if you're doing this, really power through that back leg. Go for it. Up through your arms. Reach and stretch. Even bring your arms out 45 degrees so you feel wider and bigger and fuller. Say, yay, it's Friday. Super. And then sweep your hands down to the mat or to blocks. I'll show you with blocks. Okay, and start to squeeze the left leg straight over, remembering to wrap this hip back. That's an outer spiral. Maybe we'll do outer spiral next week, work on that aspect. Keep looking up. And then your back foot, step it in, just a touch, and maybe that you've got a chance of getting that heel deeper into the mat. Inhale, look up. You're still hugging a midline with your feet. You're either going to stay here or float your fingers. Maybe even link them behind your back. Lift your hands. Lift your face. 3. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. Sweep the hands down. Good work. Bend the front leg. Pop the blocks to the side and step back, downward facing dog. And then guys, take your choice here to come to downward dog. You can stay for a couple of breaths here. Or some of you will come to child's pose. Or some of you will come with me on a vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take 3 deep breaths here. Okay, pick up your left leg. Open up the hip and look underneath the armpit. So there's an open hip. Breathe, push your arms down and forward. Okay, and then weave it underneath you. Bring it in, and you're going to bring it to figure 4 in downward dog. Breathe. It's not an easy one, is it? It's quite warm here in the UK. And then walk your hands back, back, back. So you're in figure 4 at the back of your mat. And you might need blocks, or you might need to bend your leg. And then this left leg that's bent, slide it all the way down to the floor. You're in forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips and come on up to standing. So you stay the same way orientated. I'll turn around so you can see me. That leg you've just had in figure 4, pick it up and again, and either bring it back to figure 4 or now reach round for it and bring it right up to your inner thigh or your calf or down on the mat. All sorts of options for all sorts of bodies and all sorts of situations. Squeeze the foot against the thigh or the calf or the ankle. Squeeze in. Even hold your hands on your hips. Root down. And then today take your arms wide if you have your balance. Wide into tree, tree, tree. And then exhale, release the leg. Keep your arms out wide and then bring them to your hips. Close your eyes, everybody, and I want you to remember this feeling this week or maybe this weekend when something knocks you a bit off balance. Close your eyes, and with your hands on your hips, with this stance, you feel your body and think, I got this. And then lift your chest, open your eyes, it's like you're breathing through your elbows, and lift into that power. Fake it if you have to, but feel that little bit of inner strength. Remember me, root down, rise up. Okay? And then from here, hinge at your hips. Walk your hands back to downward facing dog. And we're going to do the other leg. You ready? Inhale the right leg up. Bend it at the knee and look under your right armpit. Breathe. Lovely. And then we're going to bring it in, bring it in, bring it. Bend your left leg and bring it to figure 4. Delish. One of my favourite ones to do this. And then we're going to add to that. So walk hands back and back and back and back. See if you can stay a while in figure 4. Maybe you're out here, maybe you're on blocks. Maybe you've bailed already. You're still good for turning up. Okay, and then this right leg that's crossed, slide it down to the floor. Hands on your hips. Inhale. Come on up. Again, you stay the same orientation. I'll turn around. And then pick up that leg. It can either come to figure 4, so it's the same leg, yeah? Or reach round and bring it to tree. Squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. Hug that midline. It's like you've got a block there. Block hat. Put your block hat on. And reach around. Bring your arms 45 degrees. That'll make you feel even wider, even more awesome. And this is what yoga's here designed to do, to help you remember yourself. Tune into some steadiness and some joy. And the dance between the two. Trying to stay steady in your crazy dance of life. Take one more breath, yogis. And then peel that leg down. Bring your hands to your hips. Again, picture yourself going through a difficult situation. Hands on your hips, root down. Lift into your chest, rise up and say to yourself, I've got this. Okay. And then from here, one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, bow forwards. Inhale, look up halfway. And then, once again, tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe back. Downward facing dog. Once again, I'm going to leave you to take 3 deep breaths in downward dog or child's pose, or take a vinyasa. You do what you require. Bring your knees down to the mat, separate them wide, and push your way back and down to child's pose. Bring your hands in this time and let your third eye rest on the back of your hands. Let your bottom get a little bit weightier. So feel sort of the weight in your legs and the back of your hips, but yet a lovely long, bright, full breath. And then gently come on up, bring your knees together, flip over on your back. Hug it all in. And then just for a few breaths, we'll unravel to shavasana. Feel the mat supporting you at the back and your bright light fullness in your front body.